Raspberry Pi. So yeah, so this is a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is basically a microcontroller which is in the size of credit card. So it was developed by Raspberry Pi Foundation to teach computer basics for young kids. So to be very simple with my words, it is an alternate of a CPU. We can just alternate that within CPU. So this is the very first product that we are going to use for the PC build. So it costs around some rupees around like 3,700. The Okay, this is Raspberry Pi 2 B model. So we have basically every Raspberry Pi board has 4 ports. So where you can connect your mouse, keyboards, and all the stuffs. And we have an Ethernet socket, which is for internet connectivity. Then we have 3.5 jack for audio. Then we have we can actually interface camera with this board even. Then we have an HDMI port to connect HDMI display with this board. We have 5-volt micro USB, which is to power up this board. Then we have a processor. Then we have 40 GPIO pins. So GPIO pins are basically general purpose input output pins, which are used for connecting sensors with that. Okay, when you turn this board around, you can see a slot where you can insert the memory card. This card can be flashed with the OSs like Raspbian, DietPi, Arduino, Kali Linux, and a lot more. Okay, so for this PC build, I have planned to use Raspberry Pi 3, which is of B plus model. So its processor is 1.4 gigahertz, 64-bit quad-core ARM processor, and it has 4 USB ports and RAM of 1 GB. So it cannot be used to like operate high-end softwares like Arduino, high-end softwares like Android Studios and things like that. So it can work with some simple process and simple things. Okay, the second product that we are going to use is a HDMI or VGA display. So now our CPU is ready. I have planned to use an 8-inch HDMI display, so that is going to cost around 5,672 rupees. So if we go for a second and one, we'll just get around 3,000 rupees. So we'll basically stick with a second and HDMI display. Okay, to connect the display with the Raspberry Pi board, we need a HDMI to HDMI cable, which costs around 570 rupees. And finally, keyboards and mouse, so which cost around 1,500 rupees. So totally, we are going to just spend 8,770 rupees for the whole PC build. Okay, so when you connect everything, it will actually look like this. So if you're planning to do a product with this, then you're so late, because already the Raspberry Pi Foundation has developed a product based on this, where they are actually supplying for billing purpose and other things. Thank you. Hope it was informative and useful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bhuvaneshwari. It's really an interesting fact. So everybody would have gotten information about how worth buying all those equipments which you have mentioned. So definitely everybody would have utilized these information, and they will buy the things in a proper way. So thank you for the session, Bhuvaneshwari. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.